So I did a video about 3 months ago, and it was of Gavin Pepper and Val, and they were in, I think it was Drogheda. I think they were outside an iPass centre in Drogheda, and this new radio presenter was down there. This Michael Reade fella. He's a bit quirky looking as well, but not enough about his looks. He was down there and he was antagonising people. You can go watch the video. I think it's titled LFM, do LFM vet for incompetence when they're hiring people, because the man was just down there and he was acting like some sort of, he was trying to store stuff up. It was like he was down there purposely just to store things up, because he was questioning people. He was asking people where they were coming from, and when people were saying Dublin and different places, he'd laugh. He'd start laughing, like as if it was some sort of joke. But it doesn't matter where they're from. Like they're Irish, so they're gonna turn up and support their other counties. You know, especially where they're they're flooding the place with mass migration. You know. But here he is. I didn't hear this interview. He did this last year with Jana. Jana's been pretty good at the speeches that I've been to lately. She's been out there, a good thing. I think I'll link our Twitter page down below. It's a very good page. But she did this interview with him. Just listen to the way he talks to her.
What's the age of consent in Ireland?
The age of consent is 17, but children have sex, and children are interested in sex, and children are looking at sex all of the time, very graphic sex on their phones.
The phone, that's another argument we can talk about as well. I have strong views on that issue. So the books,
it's a weird excuse though, isn't it, as well, like to say? Should they constantly looking at really, and the way he said it, should they're constantly looking at really graphic sex on their phones and anyway, heardn't they? You know, that's like, you can tell a lot by the way they speak and say certain words, putting the emphasis on certain words.
30 manuals sex fetishizing children, for example, at age 12, maybe they ask about sex. But I don't believe that fisting and anal sex and eating poo should be part of teaching a child about sex. When my children are ready and learn about sex, I will be teaching them that sex happens between two adults.
Okay, so you're opposed to sex education?
Not sex education.
That's what people do. Whether you do it or not, that's what people do. And that's what sex education is, if you're going to talk about sex, if that's what people do.
I disagree strongly. I'm in my mid-40s, and I can categorically say that I have never even heard of this until I read these books, and I don't want.
Sorry, you're breaking up. I'm sorry, you're breaking up. What's that?
Oh yeah, I said I'm in my mid-40s, and I first learned about fisting through reading these books in the 12-year-old section.
All right.
Now, brace yourself for this part.
So did you take it up after reading it?
No, I don't want somebody's fist in my bottom. Thank you.
Okay, some people do, but they decide that themselves whether they've read a book or not.
We shouldn't be teaching age 12. This actually, let me quote the Child First Act. There's two pieces which this does clearly violate. The Children's First Act of 2015. You're probably familiar with that, yeah?
Please don't quote that, because you know as well that a child under 12 is placed in the child membership category in the absence of parental consent.
So with that, literally that little 3 seconds at the end there, he was acting like one of these, what I keep talking about, the gatekeepers. That's what he's acting like. This is the same fella that was down at a crowd of native Irish people in Drogheda trying to store shit up in the crowd with his mic. This guy has, working for LMFM, this Michael Reade. Now, when I see people like this, obviously, firstly, I do think he could be doing it for his own, self-gratification. Everything he does for his own self-gratification. But the companies like this radio station are paying him big bucks. Like, so he's being paid big bucks to go on the way he's going on and to do the things he's doing. Why is he's think about that? Why is he being paid so much to do the things that he's doing or push the thing he's doing? And in the meantime, he's acting like he didn't want her reading out that act at the end there. Go and look it up. So yeah.